Hi, this is Kay Lowry, and I am here to get us started in Level 4, Path to Songwriting. So today we are going to be needing our Primo Theory 4 book. You will also need a pencil. You will need about 5 objects of this size to mark your keys. They can be pennies, they can be little erasers, coins, buttons, something like that, just to mark your keys to get started. And at the end of our lesson, you might want to have some staff paper handy. You can download that from just about anywhere on the internet. You can also get it from the My Music staff portal. Just log in, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll find the link to get some staff paper. So let's get started. First, we're going to improvise. That means we're just going to make up something fun at the piano. And so I'm going to show you my piano cam so you can see my piano, what it looks like. And here's where I'm going to use my markers. So I'm going to take one marker and put it on middle C just to show you where it's at. And then I'm going to mark the spaces of the treble staff. So I start with F, and then here is A, here is C, and here is E. So those are the spaces of the treble staff. Now I'm going to take these markers off, and now that I know where my notes are, I'm going to have some fun improvising or playing them. To get started, I'm going to put the damper pedal down and play all 4 notes. Then I'm going to listen to that sound as it rings, and I'm going to just make up something. You can repeat notes. These are all skipping notes. You can play them loud, soft, fast, slow, and it doesn't have to be long. Here's mine. I think these sound a little bit like outer space notes. So I'm going to imagine being on another planet and play this piece. That's a really cool melody. So take some time now and you pause the video and make up your own outer space song on FACE. Now that we're back together, let's take a look at our Primo 4 theory book. I will share my screen to show you what my copy of the book looks like. So here we are, and the very first page of your theory book has a picture of the grand staff. I like to call this the cheat page, and it's sort of a joke I have with my students. Anytime you want to look up an answer to a note, it probably is going to be on this page. All you have to do is decide, is the note you're looking up a line note or is it a space note? And then you count and find where the notes are. So musicians talk about lines and spaces. So I'm going to go over here and show you the lines of the treble staff. Here's middle C. E is what we call the first line. So it's the bottom line. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. And likewise, here is D, which is below the staff. It's a space note. And then here's space 1, space 2, space 3, space 4. G is on the space above the staff. You can also see these lines of the bass clef. Here is G, B, D, F, A, and middle C. And over here, below the staff, is a space note F, and then the first space A, C, E, G. And above the bass clef is space B. These are all of your answers. Some people use silly sentences to help them remember part of the lines and spaces. Like, for example, if they are thinking about the letters E, G, B, D, F, you might say the sentence, elephants get big, dirty feet. That could help you remember the names of those lines. Down here on the bass clef, they might say, great big dogs fight animals. On the treble clef, starting with the first space, often we think of F-A-C-E as just a way to spell the word face. I've heard music teachers say, put your face in the space as a way to remember those letter names. Down here at the bottom, you can notice that we're spelling F-A-C-E again, but if you like to start with the bottom space, all cows eat grass is another way to remember those different letters. Now let's get going. The first thing you're going to want to fill out is number 1. Write the correct number from the column on the right in the boxes. So for instance, if you know what this is, where the arrow is pointing, find the name of this thing over here, take the number, and write it in the box. Pause the video while you complete those boxes in number 1. Great. Now that you're back, take a look at number 2. This is super easy. All you have to do is name the notes. So if you've forgotten your note names, take a peek up here or double check up here and make sure that you're doing the correct letter name. Put those letter names all in these lines underneath the notes. Pause the video and complete number 2. Now to finish up, let's just take our staff paper and write out something fun. So I will stop sharing my screen and show you in a bigger way this treble clef that I've written. And then I'm going to just practice with some whole notes and write F, A, C, E. And all I have to do, it's a little messy right there, all I have to do is go back to the piano and play that space song that I originally did. And it went something like this. F, E, C, C, E. And I can just draw whole notes on the staff. I don't have to make them any particular kind of notes. This is sort of like sketching out what I want to have on my music. That's really the first step. So pause the video now, take your staff paper, and write some notes. Have fun with F-A-C-E or whatever other notes you choose, and draw some notes on your grand staff. That's it for our level 1 lesson today. I can't wait to see your compositions that you just drew. So be sure to share them with me. Next time, we'll be completing a little bit more of the first unit, and we'll be on to some fun songwriting. See you next time.